Okay, we're going to use another feature that's also at the ohm setting, and this is the continuity tester. It's shown by the little beep. And what we'll see, and it's kind of hard to see there, we'll do a selection and select that over to where that reads ohms, and you can't really adjust anything because there's not much to adjust. But for example, here's a fuse, and we'll touch one probe to one side of the fuse and then the other probe to the other. It doesn't matter which, and you can hear it beeping. That tells you there's continuity there, so the fuse is not blown. The fuse is good. That shows a good fuse. So that's one thing we use a continuity tester for. Another really good thing to test continuity for, if you're suspecting of loose connections or of bad connections or grounds, you can use the continuity checker to do a real quick check. Like of the cable here, I'll just kind of put this on that pin, and then the other end, and it doesn't matter which one. You know, we can't even get to that right now. So sometimes you have to invent your own probes. And so that's actually this back pin over here. I'll put a little paper clip in there. And so that is not where the pin comes out at. And we can kind of search through here and find out that that pin comes out there. So I was in the wrong spot. So that kind of tells us that we can go through this cable and check pin by pin and connector by connector to make sure that we have the right ones. And sometimes these cables have crossed wires in them on purpose, like a transmit and receive will be swapped, or sometimes you have cables that only have the power connections. So this is a good way to verify that the pins are going on these cables to the right places. And that doesn't want to cooperate either, but that's okay, because we're going to survive it. Okay, so that's reading 3 ohms on the meter, but really we're not too worried about the ohm value itself. What we're looking for is the continuity, and that's the sound beep. And it's this example too, if you have a suspicion that you have wires that are going to ground, you're blowing fuses, you can attach the black wire to ground and then just kind of probe around to see if you've got grounded wires. So that is a very helpful and good productivity tool for finding grounds and tracing wires in cables.